AI Business Brief for August 21st, 2026. Slack launched collaborative vibe coding channels where teams build with AI, agents in real time. OpenAI extended zero data retention to frontier models with a new private safety processing preview. Binance opened its exchange to AI trading agents, and Meta shipped a Mac app that watches your screen. Here's the full breakdown of today's top AI stories for your business. Next section, lead story. Slack Code turns AI agents into visible teammates. Slack just launched Slack Code, a new channel type purpose-built for collaborative coding with AI agents. Tag Claude Code, Devin, GitHub Copilot, or Versal agent in a conversation, and the agent spins up a dedicated code channel where everyone on the team can watch the work happen, review diffs, preview live output, and approve changes before anything ships. Channels auto-archive when the task is done, leaving a clean audit trail. This matters because it solves the black box agent problem most teams face today. When one person runs an AI coding agent on their laptop, nobody else sees what happened until the pull request appears. Slack Code puts that entire process in a shared space with full visibility. For a small team without formal code review processes, this is an instant upgrade to how AI-assisted development actually works in practice. Available today on every Slack plan at no extra cost. If you already use Slack and any of the supported agents, there is no reason not to try this immediately. The Verge. Next section, tools and launches. Meta AI Mac app with screen sharing. Meta launched a Mac desktop app for its AI chatbot. The standout feature: share your active window with Meta AI for context-aware suggestions, content creation, and Q&A based on what is on your screen. It also connects to Instagram, Facebook ad campaigns, and Google Workspace. For small businesses running Meta ads, the ability to have the AI analyze post reach, likes, and shares, and then suggest next steps is genuinely useful. Free to use. The Verge. HubSpot Agent CLI for automated ops. HubSpot released Agent CLI, a tool that automates repeatable, bulk, and scheduled tasks inside HubSpot. It runs background jobs like pipeline reports, account status checks, and ticket consolidation. EnergySage used it to collapse 504 compliance tickets into 155 parent records in a day. Works with Codex, Claude Code, and Claude Cowork. The governance layer lets you set user-level permissions and review agent actions before they execute. If you are a HubSpot shop drowning in manual CRM, customer relationship management work, this is worth evaluating now. Small business trends. Ramp launches AI model router. Corporate expense platform Ramp released Router, an API service for switching between LLMs from OpenAI, Anthropic, DeepSeek, xAI, and others. It auto-routes queries to the right model based on difficulty, cost preference, or benchmark performance. Free through the end of 2026, you still pay inference costs, with a $26 launch credit. If you are building AI features and want to avoid vendor lock-in or optimize cost per query, this is a clean alternative to OpenRouter with a spend dashboard built in. Note, it retains inputs/outputs for 1 year by default, opt-out available. TechCrunch. ChatGPT Apple Messages plugin. OpenAI launched a Messages plugin for ChatGPT that connects your iMessage inbox to the chatbot. It can sort, search, draft, and send messages on your behalf. OpenAI says it runs locally and does not index all messages, but the privacy implications are significant. The company itself warns against enabling persistent approval for auto-sending. Useful for high-volume communicators. Proceed with caution on the privacy front. TechCrunch. Google Discover gets AI customizable feed. Google is rolling out a chatbot-style interface in the Google app that lets you describe what you want to see in your Discover feed. Tell it your preferences in plain language, and it reshapes your content recommendations. Also new, personalized daily audio briefings in Google News and an interactive preferred sources button publishers can embed on their sites. If you run a content-driven business, getting on users' preferred sources lists just became a new distribution channel. The Verge. Next section, Business Playbook. Rose's Law Firm. 66 hours saved monthly with Zapier, plus AI intake immigration, and criminal defense firm, Rose's handles 1,800 calls a week and 3070 new leads daily. Before automation, every lead required manual data entry into their CRM, Clio Grows, costing at least a minute per lead. They built a Zapier workflow using AI by Zapier, Clio Grow, RingCentral, and Gmail that automatically classifies case type, drafts a response with qualifying questions, creates the CRM record, and contacts the lead, all within 2 minutes of form submission. Results: 66+ hours of admin time saved monthly, conversion rate up from 11% to 13.6%, a 22.8% improvement. The takeaway: If your business has a repeatable intake process with more than 10 leads a day, automating the first 2 minutes of response time pays for itself fast. Zapier blog. N8N as a Workato alternative for cost-conscious teams if you are paying per task pricing on an enterprise automation platform and wincing at invoices. N8N's execution-based model. One workflow run equals one execution regardless of step count, with unlimited workflows and users is worth a look. It self-hosts on your infrastructure or runs in their cloud, includes 1,000+ integrations, and has native AI nodes for agentic workflows. The comparison guide covers 6 Workato alternatives across deployment model, pricing, and code flexibility. N8N blog. Next section, pricing and access watch. OpenAI Zero Data Retention expands to frontier models. OpenAI now offers Zero Data Retention, ZDR, for its most capable API models. Prompts and responses are not retained after processing, not available to OpenAI staff, and not used for training. The new private safety processing preview extends safety monitoring across multiple interactions without giving OpenAI personnel access to the underlying content. Customer data stays on customer-controlled infrastructure or OpenAI infrastructure encrypted with customer-held keys. If you have been holding off on using OpenAI's API for sensitive business data due to data retention concerns, this removes a major blocker. OpenAI blog. ChatGPT search quietly shifts citation patterns. ChatGPT cut Reddit citations by 81% following the GPT-5.6 rollout, while also reducing YouTube and TikTok references. The site operator now appears in 16-17% of search fanout queries, up from under 0.5%. If your business relies on Reddit, YouTube, or TikTok for visibility in AI-powered search results, your traffic from ChatGPT referrals may have dropped significantly. Review sites appear to be gaining ground. Worth monitoring if AI search is part of your traffic strategy. Inc. Com. Simon Willison. Next section, industry moves. Binance opens exchange to AI trading agents. Binance launched Agent OS, letting AI agents analyze markets and execute trades through subaccounts. It works with ChatGPT, Claude Code, Codex, and Cursor via MCP. Users set permissions and fund limits. Binance cannot see the agent's reasoning. Daily limits apply to DeFi, $100 K, and payments, $20/day, but no separate cap exists on trading losses within a subaccount. The security model puts guardrails squarely on the user. This is early stage and carries real financial risk, but it signals where autonomous AI plus finance is heading. TechCrunch. SpaceX Cognition acquisition talks denied. Bloomberg reported SpaceX attempted to acquire Cognition, makers of Devon, the AI coding agent, after its $60 Cursor acquisition closed last week. Cognition CEO Scott Wu denied it, saying the company is not for sale. Cognition raised $1 at a $25 valuation in May and is reportedly in talks for a new round at $40. The consolidation wave in AI coding tools continues. Independent tool vendors are acquisition targets. TechCrunch. AI data labeling market keeps growing. Micro One grew from $100 M to $500 M gross annual run rate in 8 months, driven by demand for AI training data. Synthetic data generation is pushing margins to 80-90% for off-the-shelf datasets. The company says it does not sell data to Chinese model makers. The broader signal, the data layer of AI is becoming a massive industry of its own. TechCrunch. Next section, quick wins. Try Slack Code today. If your team uses Slack and any AI coding agent, Claude Code, Copilot Devon, create a code channel for your next bug fix or small feature. It takes zero setup and gives everyone visibility into what the agent is doing. Available on all Slack plans now. Audit your AI search visibility. ChatGPT's citation patterns just shifted dramatically. Search your brand name in ChatGPT and note what sources it cites. If you relied on Reddit threads or YouTube videos for AI search traffic, consider creating dedicated pages on your own domain that directly answer the questions your customers ask. Next section, Outlook. 3 patterns stand out today. First, AI agents are moving from solo tools to shared team experiences, Slack Code, HubSpot Agent CLI, which means the real adoption bottleneck is shifting from, can I use AI, to can my team see and trust what AI is doing? Second, the data and infrastructure layer keeps expanding, Ramp Router, OpenAI ZDR, Binance Agent OS, giving businesses more options for how and where they deploy AI. Third, the AI coding tool market is consolidating fast, with SpaceX, Google, and others acquiring or attempting to acquire the major players. If you rely on any independent AI coding tool, have a backup plan. That concludes today's AI Business Brief. From Carolina Clear Tech. Stay smart, stay ahead.